The Duke Blue Devils exacted their revenge on the Wolfpack of NC State, winning tonight at Cameron Indoor Stadium 98-85. Bob Rathman and Dan Bonner with our recap. It was an NC State team that knocked off a Duke team that was ranked #1 in the country. They were unbeaten when they met in Raleigh a few weeks back. Tonight was the return match at Cameron Indoor Stadium, and the way this game began, Dan, the Duke Blue Devils were some kind of ready to play.
Boy, Bob, they sure were. And how many times have we seen that, particularly in this building over the years? Duke came out very intense. They were obviously very focused, and they were very hot shooting the ball. So all those things help. All the intensity in the world doesn't help if the ball's not going in the basket. But for the Duke Blue Devils, it was. They got the big lead, and then they as high as 22 points, and then they were able to hold off NC State. They really did make a run at them in the second half.
And they had it going inside with Mason Plumlee, but particularly outside with an incredible first half shooting display from three.
Yeah, Bob, in the first half, the Duke Blue Devils were 10 for 17 from beyond the three-point arc. Seth Curry was 4 for 9 from out there. Suleiman hit 2, Cook hit 4. So this was a Duke team that they found the shooters on the outside and really opened things up, building that 58-37 lead. But it was, again, 10 three-point baskets to account for more than half of those 58 points for the Blue Devils in the first half. And it was really a struggle for North Carolina State. They just did not have an answer for the intensity early. Lewis scored the first 5 points of the game for the Wolfpack, and Richard Howell, he got in foul trouble, only played 14 minutes. He had 8 points in the first half. In the second half, the Duke Blue Devils didn't score a three-point basket. Richard Howell got going. He had 15 points in the second half, 23 for the game, to go along with 9 rebounds before he fouled out. But Howell was one of the guys that helped lead a comeback that got the Wolfpack to within 8 before Duke was able to respond. C.J. Leslie here gets his shot block. He fouled out of the game with 16 points shortly thereafter. Mason Plumlee had a big game. He had 15 points in the first half, 15 points in the second half. He made 12 of 16 free throws for the game, 7 of those coming in the second half. And NC State, they battled in the second half, shooting the ball extremely well. Duke didn't make any threes in the second half, but they wore out the Wolfpack from the free throw line.
An amazing number of attempts. Duke went to the line 41 times and hit 32, and they were able to keep NC State really at arm's length. But you talked about it, it bears repeating. What a night for Mason Plumlee tonight as he just dominated on the inside.
Bob, he did dominate on the inside, and when he wasn't scoring baskets, he was going to the free throw line. He was 12 of 16 for the line, 7 of 10 coming in the second half, and lots of times he not only scored, but he also went to the free throw line. And that last block that we showed you there on the replay, on the highlights, was really amazing because he was back on his heels, but he was able to recover and still block the shot. So an incredible night for Plumlee on both ends of the court.
And a big win for Duke as they knock off the Wolfpack of NC State. Final score, Duke 98 and NC State 85. The Wolfpack now 16-7 overall, 5-5 in the ACC. Blue Devils 20-2 and 7-2.